had the question.
Who's got the best questions?
He said, with the new apparel coming out, will the old counterculture shirts and designs eventually be no more?
That's a great question. So I started counterculture. It was my first ever entrepreneurial adventure. And it wasn't under counterculture. We've discussed that. It was under something called Refracted Wolf Apparel. Dumbass name, stupid. Everything was retarded about it. But I'm glad I learned doing that than starting a show or a podcast with a bad name, right? I still get compliments on the Anti-Hero podcast broadcast and the Skull. Both were off a whim. God was like there. I did not start so lucky with counterculture. But it has since been dissolved, that company. Not counterculture. Oh, sorry. I was not lucky with Refracted Wolf Apparel. That company's been dissolved officially by the state. And now it's Counterculture Inc. for the apparel side of the house. What I never did was, and I knew it, I never focused on branding because I didn't have anything. I wasn't anything to brand. I knew I had purpose, and I knew I had a story, and I knew I had drive, and I knew I had a vision, but I had not been out there. So I could start a brand at, like, you see clothing lines start, and it's like, who are you? And that's not a dig on anybody. That's just honestly, like, you want to start a lifestyle brand. We don't know who you are. You haven't proven yourself at all. So buying a brand is like, yeah, people will support you. This is my buddy's brand. But in all reality, strangers aren't going, I stand for that. Like, that guy's proven himself throughout the years, that he stands behind a brand, and I can align with that brand. And so I want to wear his clothes. So and I say we, me, my wife, all the friends that help me out, friends that still help me out, the guys that help me out, we did it as, let's just create really cool shirt designs. And I call them one-offs. Like, these all behind me are counterculture branded. And that started, I want to say, with that skull or that casket one right there. That was like one of the first ones where it was just counterculture. Still a design, casket design, but it says counterculture and that's it. But before that, for years, we were putting off, let me pull it up real quick. Okay. Death comes ripping, death or glory, be confrontational, defund dancing cops, the freaks come out at night, I can't breathe, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, bridges burned, trust no one, guns, God, government, forever hold your peace, sleep when you're dead, ride or die, prepare for war. Like, those are all great shirts. And I spent a lot of time into creating those designs. I didn't create them. Natalie created them, but forming them. But people were buying it for the shirt, and then they have no reason to come back. They love the shirt, but they don't have any reason to support the brand. And the comparison is, they watch your show for the guest, but the show didn't hook them. So they're only watching for the guest, and they're never coming back to your show, right? As far as like the podcasting. So you have to be around for a while to start gathering people that come back to watch you for your show. And so that's what I knew I was doing with the clothing line, is that I needed to get out there, get experience in making the shirts, doing the brand, doing the clothing line. But I needed to give myself, 3-4 years in the game of being on media to establish myself as somebody who could front a brand, and people could go, I can get behind that guy. Like, I believe in him. I believe in it, and my ideals and morals and ethics and vision aligns with his. So I'll definitely get behind that brand. Not, I really like that one shirt, that quote unquote one-off. So about 6 months ago, about a year ago, I decided I needed to start putting Counterculture Inc. When we changed it about 14, 15 months ago, we changed the name of the clothing line to Counterculture Inc. after the media company was already established. We've talked about that. I was like, I'm not fucking repping fucking 4 different companies, dude. When I go somewhere, I want to start combining the effort. When I say counterculture, they can either think I'm talking about the network or the clothing line. Plus, Counterculture Inc. is just a really, really catchy name. It's great for really anything. So I changed the name to the clothing company to that. And I was like, I need to start putting out clothes. A year ago, I said shirts that say counterculture on it, like somewhere that like have it incorporated into the design. And then about 6 months ago, maybe less, I decided that no, it was probably 3 months ago. I decided that I was going to start really focusing on the brand. And that's hard to do. Selling a brand is way harder than selling a shirt because with a shirt, people are getting what they want. When they're buying from a brand, they're not necessarily getting what they want if they don't align with what you stand for. And that takes a long time to build that credibility. So I decided we had done enough. We have a lot of shirts in the inventory. We have plenty of great designs. We don't need to keep pumping out a new design. So we were like, let's start focusing on branding. Now, there will be new designs, but it's going to be deviations of this counterculture logo, which that took 2 months to develop. And that's what made us think like studio, like I had the guys, everybody, Natalie J, everybody helping me with this this logo to get it perfect. And now slapping that logo on influencers, on athletes, on podcasts, that works, right? That'll work now because we finally have fine-tuned our craft and established ourselves as a company. And when I say us, you know me, I mean the fucking guys, everybody, the guys that helped me build this in the last 6 months to a year, everybody. I see it as us. And that's kind of what made me feel like, man, maybe it is a brand now. I forgot what Foo's question was, but I hope I answered it.